Isn't God good?
Yes.
All the time. About a half an hour or so ago, it was pouring rain.
Sure was.
But the good Lord knew that Dr. Hall was going to have this event.
All right.
So he said, I'm going to make that sun come out and shine. But we have to be prepared for that hot sun, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you wish you had the rain over the sun. But anyway, welcome, welcome, and welcome again. My name is Julius Lee. I'm the campaign manager for Dr. Hall's campaign. Okay? What we're going to do today is try to, she said, finish it at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock it will be. Okay, we started a little late and I apologize for that. But we always open up our meeting with prayer. Okay? So the good Reverend, would you stand up, please? Okay? And you blessed us so that, we really are going to move forward.
Our Father and our God in heaven, come again for your presence. Thank you in our heart, knowing that it's all of you, Lord, and not us. Father, I pray that you continue to strengthen, guide, and direct us as we go forth, trying to do those things that you have assigned us to do. I ask you to continue to surround us and guide us with your holy angels and keep us in your will. Continue to bless and keep and strengthen us. Father, I don't know what to say, but you know what we need, brother. I pray for each and every person here, and each and every family, that you will bind us in love and peace and harmony, remove all bitterness and strife and lying and cheating, and empower us with your love and your mercy and your understanding. Walk with us, talk to us, guide and direct us, hold our hand. But without you, we can do nothing. We just thank you for this beautiful day. We thank you for what you have already done. For you had it was cloudy at one point, but now the glory of God is shining through. We ask you, Lord, to go with us. Don't leave us by ourselves. Because if we do, we can't make it. I ask you to bless those who are on the front line. Bless those who are behind the scenes. Strengthen and keep them. For without them, this thing won't happen. But we know if you are with them, help them to know you better. And all things work together for good, according to your purpose. We give you all the praise in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. One more time.
Amen.
Right. Okay, Matt Hampton, come on up to the front. You're going to be on. This gentleman, he's going to be our commercial for today. Okay? So come on over here, Mr. Commercial. Let's do what you usually do.
Yes, sir. I will do it as instructed. How y'all doing today? I'm Matt Hampton. I run the Allen Entrepreneurial Institute, and I basically do everything that Mr. Allen needs for the New Black Wall Street market as the director of the Allen Entrepreneurial Institute. And we are throwing our full support behind Barbara Hall because this city has to move forward. People can always look at the mistakes and be critical of leadership. But then, even when that leadership is present, now you see our city not really moving forward. Things aren't happening. Businesses are trying to get licenses, and now under our current leadership of the city council, all that's taking 6 weeks, 8 weeks. And what we have to understand here as a 95% African American city in particular is that we've got to take control of our economic destiny. We've got to make sure that new businesses are coming here. We've got to make sure that our property values continue to grow. And that's the whole reason we formed the city. And we need folks that are going to move Stonecrest forward. Now, being in the position that we're in, we oftentimes have to work with the city. And so we have traditionally been very much Switzerland. We supported everybody's campaign. But we saw what was going on in City Hall, and we saw in these two districts. Your district 5 and district, is it 3?
3.
We saw that the leadership from the city council perspective did not want to work with business. And so we are taking a very bold position in this campaign to throw our support behind Barbara Hall. And I want y'all to understand, I've sat down with Dr. Hall. Dr. Hall has a focus on public safety. And I have had my house broken into with my 2 little girls coming home, and a guy was coming out of the back of the house. And I didn't have anybody to call that could get there quickly. And when you experience stuff like that, we've had our businesses broken into. We know that public safety is important. We can't be on the tip of what DeKalb County has to do and be an afterthought. So I think her position on public safety is something that we all need as community members. Secondarily, that's how we protect our homes, that's how we protect our businesses. And then secondly, her willingness to work with the business community. We were just sitting back there talking about not only, you know, we're doing a $1 billion development. Mr. Allen bought all that land by the mall so that we could do something so that folks that look like us can be a part of development and not just watch development. And we've got to be strategic about how we go after that. That's $1 billion worth of development that's going to come into our community. And I was just sitting back there telling the ladies, you know what? There's an $18 million coffee opportunity right here in Stonecrest. We have $18 million worth of coffee that we buy and we leave our community to buy it. Certainly all the black talent that we have, all the corporate talent that we have, we can figure out how to make those things happen. There's a $40 million home and garden opportunity right here in Stonecrest that we send up to Conyers, we send up to Decatur and the other communities. And we've got to have leadership at the city level that understands economic development, that understands the importance of public safety. We can't be in business as a city council just to tear each other down. That's what they expect us to do, particularly as a 95% African American community. And so we are throwing our full support behind Dr. Hall, and we're going to put whatever resources that we have to bear behind Dr. Hall. But campaigns work because people work. And it's just us, you know, waking up on Sunday and saying, after brunch, I'm going to want to go back and lay down and rest, but I'm going to get up and I'm going to go and put a couple hours in and knock on some doors and talk to people about moving our city forward. You know, it's easy to always look and be critical and find the problems in what we have, but we got to find the opportunity, and we got to inspire that in our folks. And Dr. Hall's campaign, Dr. Hall's spirit is one of going forward and one of moving forward. And if we got to encourage our fellow brothers and sisters to move forward, to care about this election and to show up for this election, because it's not a big election. And so we're going to win this thing, but it's going to happen by each one of us working harder, being smarter, out doing the ground game. You know, when early voting hits, we need to be pulling people in and getting them, because y'all know we get busy with life, and it's going to really come down to a very small number of people just working harder, working smarter, and being more aggressive. So if you got money, we got to put money behind this, because the money's going to come back to you that you contribute to this campaign through your property values and through the city moving forward. If you ain't got the money to contribute to the campaign, we need you to put your time in. We need you to go door to door. We need you to get flyers. We need you to get your keys. They ain't going to want to get up and do nothing, but just force them. They'll be all right. But let's get the flyers out. Let's get the word out. Let's let people understand that this campaign has a vision. We're trying to move the city forward. This is not just a vote because of gossip and the mayor did this or the mayor didn't do that or da-da-da. This is a vote that we really need to have made so that we can move our city forward. And let's see some stuff. Let's get a police force. This woman has promised to get us a police force. Let's get her elected. That's a clap. Thank you, Elizabeth. Let's give her the opportunity to bring us a police force and improve our security and improve our safety right here as a community, and let people see what progress looks like. You know, we sat down with the candidates running. We asked them from time to time, what is it that you want? And if you ask those candidates that we're running against what you want, a lot of times you'll find good governance, just to get the mayor, just, you know what I'm saying? And we're bigger than that. We're bigger than that as a city, we're bigger than that as a neighborhood, we're bigger than that as a district, we're bigger than that as a community. And so again, I just implore you guys, I'm not gonna bore you all day about talking about this stuff, but we gotta connect public safety and real economic development. And it's Dr. Hall that's gonna help us make that happen in Stonecrest. And so again, we want to support her in every way possible. You know, we're going to have to be there to prop her up, to give her strength, to keep pushing forward. These things happen because you work harder than the other person. And we just got to work harder and work smarter. And this man right here, if you have ever had to work for Julius, if you tell him you're going to do something, you better do it. Because he is a drill sergeant. But the man is a tactician. He's going to have a great ground game and a strategy. If we follow his lead as a campaign manager, he's going to get the job done because this man is fanatical about this stuff. And so if we follow his plan and his lead, he'll get us there. And I'm going to be working every piece of strategy that I can and pulling in money and pulling in the donors, and I'm going to be helping to make sure that the finances come together. And so we have a really great opportunity to be part of making this city great. And we have somebody that we can work with to get things done and not tear stuff down. So thank you all, and if there's everything y'all need from the New Black Wall Street Market or any of the AEI properties, you know, please let me know. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff at the Startup Factory. That's wide open for whatever we need to do. If you need to put fundraising dinners together, the way you get people committed is by having small dinners and letting them put together a couple $100, you know, feed them a little food, get a couple $100, it's a little parties of 6 or 8. That's how we get this thing done. And so it's going to take us all working together, all raising money, all pushing forward to make it happen. But we congratulate you. We thank you for stepping out on faith and stepping out here. And we're going to support you to the hill. We're going to make you our next councilwoman for District 5. Thank you so much, Dr.
Just before you leave,
Yeah.
what is going to happen on Labor Day?
Oh, thank you. I forgot about that. Labor Day, September 4th and 5th, we're going to have our next pop-up event at the New Black Wall Street Market. Those events are from 11 to 8. It's truly a magical opportunity for you to engage with. It typically is over 100 different minority-owned businesses will be out there. We also are going to have the first time that you can go in and see the New Black Wall Street Market. Mr. Allen has put over $8 million into renovating that Target to make it something first class for our community. And I sat there and watched the money be spent. And you know, it was an ultimate, and we knew that we had to work to get new leadership, because we asked all the city directors to come and see this. And the two that we were running against, they never donned our doorstep because they feel like we're so close to the mayor that they couldn't come and see something that, I'm telling y'all guys, we brought in 50 new businesses to Stonecrest last week. I got 60 more. I got 60 more trying to come in this week once we get our floors done. This is real economic development, and to have folks on, aside from politics, the economic impact of 110 businesses coming in your community, and you dare be a city council person and not don the doorstep of a facility like that, is asinine. And so when we saw that, we like, these people have, you know, it's like when Obama was running, Republicans said the main thing is, damn the country, just make sure Obama don't get elected again. Well, that's what's happening in Stonecrest. Damn Stonecrest, just make sure we get Jason Laird and anybody that's got anything to do with him. And so we've got to, that sentiment, that thought pattern. The thing is, you focus so much on him, you ain't focusing on the people in the neighborhood.
Commercial time.
So I'm done.
You know, when you give the preacher a mic, you know what happens, okay? You keep saying, I'm going to be finished.
Well, you gave me a second thing to talk about.
Yeah, but just for a minute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, commercials are a minute long. Now that we've had a chance to hear from Matt, a couple things before I turn it over to our keynote speaker today, Dr. Barbara Hall. I want to give you a couple pointers. Number one, those signs over there in the corner, we need you to put them out on your lawn. The more visibility, the more that's going to help bring attention to our campaign. So please, before you leave, pick up one of those signs. There's a table right over there with Barbara. Not Barbara, yeah. Trudy, the daughter. Trudy will get your name and address so we'll know where those are, so that when it's time, the campaign is over, we can pick them up. Okay? We recycle. Now, the other thing is, we're going to do a little game. I'm going to toss this ball to someone, and I don't know who. But when I toss it to you, I only want you to do not a sermon. I want you to give me your name and where you live. That's it. Okay?
Had a feeling, but
Take the mask off.
okay. My name is Andre Stanton, and I actually live in the neighboring community down here in Browns Mill Estate.
Pass it on.
Okay. My name is Michael Daly, and I live right here, that house right across there with the palm trees.
Pass it on.
Richard Harang, I live at 4661 Lincoln Court. Just down the street to the left, to the right.
Just toss it to someone.
I live right here, y'all.
What's your name?
My name is Fletcher Hall. I'm also Dr. Hall.
Elizabeth,
Say your name. Elizabeth Dixon, I live at 68
Young
Searchlight
man.
Trail. Karen Dixon. Oh. Karen Dixon, I live at 6807 Searchlight.
toss it to someone else.
Hello, I'm Joanne Oney. And I live at 4831 Lantern Court.
Hi, I'm Karen Huggs. I live at 4865 Lampside Terrace.
I'm Trudy Morgan. I live in the parks of Stonecrest.
Excuse my seat. Susan Lee. I live in the parks of Stonecrest.
Lester Francis, I live right down this way.
Hi, I'm Shirley. I live here in the subdivision.
Oh, they don't want to touch it.
You small back.
I'm Jeanette Giles, and I live here in the subdivision. And I'm Rosemary Drake, and I live across the street next to Miss Shirley.
Well, I guess they.
We get everybody over here.
No.
Alicia Chestnut. I live at 4805 Lantern Court.
Catch it, Lisa. Pass it on to someone over here that hasn't.
I think everybody
Doing that.
I'm Suzanne Frick, and I live in the parks of Stonecrest.
Yeah.
And I'm Bill Bruckner. I'm Suzanne's husband, and I also live in the parks of Stonecrest.
Okay, did we get everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, without any further introductions or whatever, Barbara, Dr. Barbara Hall, come on up. The rules are this. You ask a question, and she'll answer the question. And then we go to the next person. And we just keep going until everyone has had an opportunity to ask the question. And you can ask several questions. In the event you have to leave early, I would suggest you ask your questions first. Okay? Then make sure you get your sign and go from there.
Thank you. First of all, I want to say thank you everyone for coming. I really, really appreciate it. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Barbara Hall, and I live here. I've been living here since 2006. I came from California. My background is law enforcement. I was a detective when I retired from the Fresno Police Department. And I've been a community service person all my life. When I was in law enforcement, that's what I did. I protect and I serve. When I wasn't when I wasn't working, I was at the church working, serving the community. When I came to Georgia, I didn't stop serving. I went to church, and our church, that's what we do. We serve the community. So everything I do, I'm here to serve the community. But Stonecrest first, decided that this is what we want to do. We want to become a city because DeKalb County was not taking care of the people in this area. So I started going to the meetings. I started going to the, once we became a city, I started going to all the council meetings. I started going to the development meetings. I was going to the, all the different types of meetings, housing authorities and all of those, just to learn more about the city and what was going on and just to put my input in. And so I've been involved ever since the beginning of the city. And I did run the last time, but I didn't win, but God said it's not over yet. He's the one who told me to run. Okay? So that's why I'm still here. My platform is three things, well it's really four, but three things is public safety, because that is my background. And like Matt said, I really do believe that we need our own police department. The money that's going to the DeKalb County Police will be coming to our, is to work with the council, the people, whoever's on the council, to work with them and to start. We did do a study, and we already had a study for the police department, but it kind of like stopped. They haven't did anything about it. So that's one of my things I want to push forward. The other thing is economic growth. I believe in economic development. We cannot grow if we don't have development. We need housing development. We need all different kinds of housing. A lot of times people will say, well, we don't want townhomes in our community, or we don't want this in our community, or we don't want that. Well, we got to have all different types of homes everywhere. I mean, it's just not, okay, everybody can't afford where we live. So it's okay. We have areas, when we did the comp plan, it's a plan that the citizens came together and they put a plan together where they want certain things to be. So if we go by that comp plan, then we can do those things, and we'll have townhouses in certain places. We'll have apartment houses in certain places. We have our homes, our beautiful homes in certain places. And so that's what we should do. We should be following our comp plan. The other thing is economic development, and the other thing is the comp plan, which is the comp 38. So therefore, what the cities should be doing, or what I want to do, is make sure that we're following that plan, because that plan is what the citizens got together and said, this is what we want for Stonecrest. So that's what we need to be doing for the city of Stonecrest, is following the plan that the citizens want. And so those are my three things. And the other thing is transparency. And hey, I plan to be transparent because that's who I am. Okay, and I believe in the truth. I believe in telling the truth, doing the truth, integrity. That's who I am. Okay? Any questions? Any questions? So we'll start off here. Okay? Yes.
Hi. How are we going to pay for a police department? That's the first question. Second one, how can we get a copy of that plan that the citizens got together to go?
Okay, first of all, by paying the police department, the money that's now going to DeKalb County, that money will be coming to Stonecrest. Okay, because we'll be paying for, instead of paying it to DeKalb County, just like you'll see on your taxes, DeKalb County for police or education or whatever it might be, that money won't go to DeKalb County, it will come to Stonecrest. So that's one of the ways. And then the other ways is government funds. The other ways, there's government money that we don't get because we don't have a police department. That money will be coming to us, instead of just sitting out there, we're not able to get, or DeKalb County's getting it. We'll be getting that money. Okay? And then the plan that you're talking about, it was a Vincent Institute study. I don't know if I can get that plan for you. I do have a copy of it, but because it's not out to the public, I'm not able to give that to you. Okay? Yes.
One thing with the...
Oh, you're talking about the comp plan?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. You can get that go online to the city of Stonecrest, and that's online. So, yeah, you can see that. That's online. I thought you was talking about this, the study that we did for the police department.
No.
Okay.
I meant for the
yes.
Okay, I heard someone ask, will our taxes increase? And from what I heard you explain, the money we're paying to DeKalb County right now will come to Stonecrest. So no, our taxes will not increase. We're paying now, and to DeKalb County, it will be redirected to Stonecrest.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's the same thing as what happened with Parks and Recs. When we took over Parks and Recs, that money that was going to DeKalb County, it didn't go to, it came to Stonecrest. So now we pay for our Parks and Recs. And as we take over different things, we'll that money comes to us. Okay, and we lose out by being a city. You get a lot of money because you are a city. Okay, and by being a city, because we don't have certain things in place, we're losing all that money. That money we could be getting, we're not getting that money. So it's a lot of money that we could get that we don't get. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
So I want to give it to you that you're the public safety person. You have that experience, and so I trust you with that. So my question, I'm going to continue on with the police department issue. It's not anything for you. It's just something for you to think about as you run against other people. I feel quite comfortable with DeKalb County right now, and I get a little concerned. I don't, how do I say this? I don't see you with the current I don't know what he is, mayor. I don't necessarily affiliate you with him. I see you as independent, right?
Yeah.
So we were supposed to have a police, whatever you call it, depot, outlet, station, whatever, at Sears. And this is now 2 years ago because I wasn't wearing a mask and I was at a meeting. And that never happened. So I get concerned about things that never happened, and then hear about my tax money coming to the city, which I didn't vote for, but I live here, it's here now, so I got to deal with it. I feel comfortable with DeKalb County. Is there a way that we can work with DeKalb County as opposed to creating our own situation? Because I think all of us know that ever since, well, we're not necessarily locked down now, but since the pandemic began, crime has risen. And, you know, it's a real concern. I don't know if necessarily we have seen in this neighborhood necessarily more than usual, but I just don't want to go down that road.
Yeah, I understand your concern. And you said you could, DeKalb County, we are working with DeKalb County. That's who we're working with now.
Right.
Okay? Right. The thing is that, have you ever tried dialing 911 and they put you on hold?
I have dialed 911 and I didn't get on hold.
Okay, a lot of times I have dialed 911 and they put you on hold. If a lot of people have dialed 911 and they have been put on hold. So if you're in an emergency situation, you're calling 911 and they putting you on hold. I mean, anything could happen in that time that you're having a hold. So, I mean, so I understand that you're comfortable with DeKalb County. DeKalb County is all we have right now. Okay, so they're good for right now, but when we can do better, when we can get our own and do better, then that's what I feel we should do.
So I'm both playing devil's advocate,
right,
and trying to hear or give you something to think about. Again, if you could just think about, not today, what else maybe we could do with DeKalb County? How can we use our money to force DeKalb County to give us more of what we want? If when you call, they don't answer or they put you on hold, how do we use our resources to make sure that they don't put us on hold? You know, as opposed to creating a whole new situation where there's got to be training for police officers, and I got to trust that they know what they're doing. I don't want one of my neighbors to shoot the police officer, and I don't want them to shoot any of us. You know, I want to trust that they know what they're doing in terms of, I mean, everything. You know, I don't want to be paying my taxes and have the same problem with the Stonecrest police not coming when I need them or putting me on hold. So I'm not saying that that's going to happen because they don't exist. I'm just kind of throwing that out there for you to think about as you run and people ask you questions. How can we work with DeKalb County? And if we can't work with DeKalb County, let's give some specifics or, you know, a little bit more detail about what this buys us, because none of us really want to just throw our money in an additional place and not know what we're getting. So that's not on you, on your shoulders specifically, but you know, I just want to throw that out there.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Anyone else?
I'd like to ask a question.
Yeah.
I think you are well qualified for your dream, your wisdom, and being a child of God, because I've been watching you for 14 years, and you are more than qualified to do what you have a vision for. But in that turn, if you're elected, do you expect to bring this here police protection over here at what percentage of your elections? Halfway through, or do you think you'll be battling for years to get this?
Well, first of all, the position is only for 4 years, and my battle is to have it done before my term is up. And it's only a 4-year term. I plan to work with the council that we have, and I plan to, you have to come together, you have to work together, you have to have, be able to communicate with one another and be able to get the job done. And that's what I plan to do. I plan to do my best. I can't really promise you anything, but all I can do is promise you that I will do my best.
You already got my vote.
Work the hardest.
You don't have to convince me. Tell them,
damn.
You already got my vote.
Okay. Yes.
I've been watching you.
Thank you.
And you are well qualified. You got the background, you got a good husband, and I watch you in church, I watch you in the neighborhood, and I see you're a woman of integrity.
Yes.
Who don't just speak. I have a dream. I want to see it come to pass.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you. Great job. Anybody else? I really appreciate all of you coming. So, you can mingle, we can ask questions, and welcome to have some treats.
Right now?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I got excited.
Treats or whatever.
That's to make you laugh.
Some of you might not want to, speak while everybody's here. You might just want to talk to me one-on-one. And so you're able to do that. Now, I know Susan's going to talk, but I'm just letting you know, I'll still be here. You can still mingle. We still can talk to be together. And so if you want to talk to me one-on-one, that's no problem. Yes, Shirley.
Were there any more open questions that you would like her to answer? Anybody?
Yes.
So this is another quick one. I know this may not be necessarily your thing, but again, we're in a pandemic. For those of you who know me, this is my area. So if you see me stepping back, it's not you. I'm protecting you from me. Okay? So we had testing at Stonecrest in the fall, and it's gone away. Now, if we want to have the same type of testing, you have to go all the way to Claremont Road.
Well, we're doing it at Newburgh too, though.
Okay. You doing PCR tests?
I don't know what PCR is. I know
Okay.
we're doing the testing for the COVID test.
Okay. Rapid test?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I just know we're doing COVID testing. I don't know which one it is.
Okay. So, but this was a county-sponsored testing that they had, and I'd like to see it back over on this side of the county. I don't want to go all the way to Claremont Road if I need to get testing or anything else. Why do they get everything and we don't get it over here?
And that is a really, really good point that you need to bring to the council right now, because this is happening right now.
Right.
So you need to talk to your council person right now and tell her your concerns about why, because we had everything happening at the Sands building, okay? But now we don't have anything. So you want to know, well, why is that? So talk to your council person now and find out why that's happening, okay? Any other questions? Okay, Suzanne, this is Suzanne. Okay. we get them mixed up. We got a Susan and a Suzanne, okay?
We'll answer either one. Wanted to thank you all for coming. For anyone that is not registered to vote, Trudy back here waving her hand can
help you register to vote. She can give you the sheet of paper that you use to register and mail in, or she can help you register to vote on your phone. Dr. Hall has a website called Vote Barbara Hall, the number 4, district5.com. So if you want more meat on the bone of what her position is and how she thinks she's going to get places and what she's been up to, that's a good place to look. We are also on Facebook. If you look under Barbara Hall, you'll find her. We expect this week that we will be up on YouTube. And once again, feel free to take signs for your yard, and please, please, please encourage your friends, neighbors, and family to vote. Thank you all for coming.
Take a sign if you haven't already. Just please sign in with me because we like to recycle the signs and we don't want to bother you after the election is over, and we'll come and pick them up. So if we have your information after the election, we can come and get the sign. Yes. Thank you.
May I right now? Grab a sign?
Grab one of the signs that's out there. Okay.
Oh, not one. Grab one on the way out. Oh, I might as well sign.
We have some free
And then we have some freebies for you.
free giveaways. There's also a table with Dr. Hall's book over there. All the proceeds from her book.
What date is the election?
November 2nd.
But early voting starts October the 12th. We want all of you guys to vote early because we want to be, by the time November 2nd comes, we want to make sure that we have the numbers that we need, okay? So encourage everybody to early vote, okay? And this is my book. I wrote this probably about five years ago. Anyway, the name of it is Forever Forgiven. It's talking about forgiveness, and it's talking about how forgiveness it hurts you and not the other person, and about holding in bitterness and all the stuff that unforgiveness brings. And that's what this book is about. So if you get a chance, like she said, all the money goes towards the campaign.
How much is it?
The book is $15. Okay.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you so much. Thank you.